Welcome to another episode of the Fog Moose Club. And here is my living room. And there is a door. What's behind that door? Ah! Insulation. And on the other side of the door, plywood and rotted stairs. This is how I bought the house. And this door was part of the original house. And then they did an expansion on it at some point. And instead of getting rid of the door, they decided to just board it up and then stuff insulation between the door and call it a day. And here it is without the insulation and the boards. It looks pretty gross. Lots of dead bugs, lots of rot, lots of gross, nasty things. At this point, I have a huge, giant, gaping hole in my house. There's no door I can close anymore. There's only one way to go, and that's to get the job done. These stairs were not up to code. They were only nailed in with a couple nails. I put off this project for a long time because I was afraid of what I was going to find under there. It was all so gross, but I'm glad I did it. Little tiny ants with wings. Not termites, though. Thank goodness. Alright, I took off that whole board because I was nervous about it. I sprayed it down with some bug killer. And I think there's some water damage over here from this being an entrance. But the wood is still pretty solid. A couple bug holes, but nothing too bad. And this one, the wood's fine over here. So I'm just gonna board it up. I think it'll be okay now that it's not gonna be an entrance. The joys of home ownership. I'm gonna start cleaning up and framing things out. All in all, I spent about $400 on material. Most of it was for the siding, but then there was the plywood, the lumber, the drywall, the insulation, and a few other odds and ends. Weather started to be a factor, so I had to get these shingles up as quick as possible before it started raining like crazy. And time to move inside. Putting in the insulation was pretty easy. I just stapled it in place. Time to close it up. My existing wall had a thick metal mesh and then it was all plastered, so there kind of had to be a big gap because I was having trouble cutting through that mesh. And then I just mud it. Took a lot of plaster to close this up. And it actually took many days for it to fully cure. Then I had to go back, sand it down, add another coat. It took a long time to blend it in with the existing wall. Here I am making the trim. Got that to match pretty well. And with a coat of paint, it looks pretty good. I think if you just walk into the room and you don't know that there was once a door there, you'd never know. Here it is from the other side, fully painted. Not to toot my own horn, but I think this turned out pretty good. Let me know what you think. What could I have done better? What would you have done differently? Please like and subscribe and watch my other videos. Thank you.